Chapter 2. As soon as Billy was hired, Trevor and Grace went about making him feel right at home, namely by having a terrific row over Grace's beloved teddy bear. Billy heard Grace's squealing protest from the next room and came running just in time to see the poor bear's seams beginning to split at the shoulder and hip.
Ruthie!
Give me back my teddy bear!
I want to see if my guillotine can cut through it!
Oh, you two knock it off!
Mr. Pickpocket!
Shh! Not so loud. I'm trying to keep my new job. Hey, hold up. I saw you two the other day. You cost me a good pickings.
What are you doing here?
It just so happens your mum hired me to look after you.
Like a nanny?
I'm not sure that's the right word. Call me Billy.
Mr. Pickpocket is our new nanny! Wait until Catherine and Jeffery hear about this. Come on!
About that, let's keep that pickpocketing bit to ourselves, eh?
Why?
Well, because the others might think I'll take things that don't belong to me.
You mean steal? Are you here to steal from us?
What? No, of course not. I'm here to be a nanny. A governess. Governor? Let's go with caretaker.
Come on, let's go tell Jeffery and Catherine.
Catherine, come see our new nanny. He doesn't look like a nanny.
That's because he's...
It's because I prefer the term caretaker. The name's Billy. You must be Catherine. Is that a boat underneath water?
It's Captain Nemo's submarine. Haven't you ever read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne?
Can't say that I have. You'll have to tell me about it sometime.
Miss Catherine, I found one of your books. You're lucky I found it before your mum did. You know she doesn't like you reading Jules Verne.
Thanks, Claire. Don't worry, it's not like she's here much anyway.
Oh,
Here, let me help.
thank you, Mr. Cobbs, but I've got it.
Please, call me Billy. Claire, wasn't it?
Piece of advice, Mr. Cobbs. If you stick to your chores and I stick to mine, then we'll both keep our jobs.
Anyone else feel the room get colder? Or was it just me?
I didn't feel anything.
I meant... Never mind. Isn't there another one of you? A brother or something?
Jeffery! He's out riding. Come on!
And we can show him Father's horse as well!
Oh.
Sounds like a great idea. It was nice to make your acquaintance, Catherine. That's a pretty horse. Is that your father's?
No, that's Lucky. Mum usually rides him.
Ah, it's nice to meet you, Lucky.
He likes you!
Glad someone does.
Jeffery!
Hello, Grace. Who's this?
This is our new nanny.
Call me Billy. It's a nice horse you got there.
That's Clover! She was Father's, but now Jeffery takes care of her!
It looks like he's doing a fine job. I'm sorry to hear about your father. You ever need to talk?
Why would I talk to you? You are not my father.
That's not what I meant. I just meant I know what it's like to lose a father.
You don't know me, and you don't know what it's like. Mum may have thought hiring you was a good idea, but we don't need you. We're getting along just fine. Grace, Trevor, come on. It's time for dinner.
You got that right. This family needs help. Too bad I won't be here that long. Good night, Catherine. Good night, Grace. Sweet dreams. Now to find the goods. What do we have here? Oh! Oh, it's you, Jonathan. You about gave me a heart attack.
What are you doing here?
I was getting to know the house. And then I found this door open, so I got curious.
This is Mr. Hathaway's study. No one is allowed here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
Don't forget it. I'm here to inform you that Mrs. Hathaway wishes to speak with you.
All right.
Mr. Cobbs, I have been with this family for 10 years now, and they have been one of the finest families I've ever worked for. If you do anything to harm them, you will have me to answer to. Is that understood?
Believe me, I have no intention of harming this family. Understood.
Good. This way, please. Mr. Cobbs for you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. That will be all. How did your first day go, Mr. Cobbs? Did the children behave themselves?
Yeah, it went great. Your children are delightful. They showed me the horses. I attended my first tea party.
Good. I wanted to discuss with you your previous employer and your pay. Now, who was your previous employer?
Henry McTavish.
Mr. McTavish? I knew him quite some time ago. I heard he had some health problems for a while. How is he?
He's fine. Good, in fact.
Well, that is a relief to hear. Now, about your duties and payment. I expect you to watch over the children, make sure they are not in danger, make sure they eat their vegetables, get enough sunlight, and do not disturb the other servants as we are preparing for the party at the end of the month. Now, for payment, I can offer you £13 a year. Will that suffice?
That it will, ma'am.
Oh, good. Now, are there any other questions?
I don't mean to pry, ma'am, but how long has it been since,
Next month will mark 2 years.
I'm sorry to hear that. I truly am.
If there aren't any further questions, I have work to attend to.
Of course. Good night, ma'am.
Good night.
Empty frame where there used to be a picture, a young man and his bride staring at me in black and white. They seemed so young, full of life. When suddenly the man was taken, he left behind the bride with 4 young children by her side, trying to fill empty walls. Where we hung our family pictures, the walls that used to echo with the sound of your sweet voice, the sounds of life in motion. When you left left us frozen, a steel frame like the picture of the life we used to have. Can't take it back. Now I finally have a chance, someone to take my hand, but tonight I'm the one holding our photograph, holding our family back. Deep down I wonder if I really have the strength to let go. Empty rooms where you kept your thriving business, another thing you left behind, another thing I've tried to give my best in this same room, where you spent your final hours making final plans. You made me promise that I'd move on. You said, Isabella, you have to move on from here. Things will get easier with time, and when they do, you must swear you'll learn to love again. If not for me, then for the children. You said you knew what you were asking, so I will try to make room for someone else. But I wish you knew how this felt, like losing you again, but to myself. Empty frame where I'll put another picture, a man who has been good to us, a man I've learned to trust, and even love not the same. But he fills an empty background. Sometimes when I'm with him I forget the empty space.